everyone, and welcome to another episode of Whiteboard. My name is Harshit, and I'm the Director of Business Alliances at White Labs. We're a digital agency specializing in SaaS and e-commerce SEO. And I've got Oksana Ivanova with me today. She's the Marketing Director of IGMS, which is a vacation rental software that helps hosts to effectively handle day-to-day short-term rental management tasks. A big welcome to you, Oksana, and I'm so happy to have you with me today.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Richard. Thank you very much for having me here. That's a big pleasure.
Brilliant. Now, Oksana, can you please provide a brief overview of IGMS and its key features for our listeners who might be new to the vacation rental management software?
Yeah, probably I need to highlight the fact that vacation rental management software, that sounds for some people who never encountered that something very strange. Why would you even need something like this? But when you actually talk to those people who have to manage their rentals on a daily basis, you understand that there is a lot of work that needs to be automated. So IGMS basically covers and takes away all the pain from having all those operations on a daily basis from you. Do you need to text someone? Do you need to text someone? Do you need to think of some cleaners or anything like this? Do you need to do all of those things? Obviously, you do need to do if you run a rental, cleaning, operations, any sort of automation for your invoices, for your reports, for anything like related to your finances. Everything is aggregated and put together in HMS for you to see how your business is running, how you're doing in terms of your profits, obviously. We do integrate with key short-term rental management platforms, obviously with booking platforms, Airbnb, Booking.com. So all of those are all together in HMS if you have them.
Well, because your career growth within the organization has been awesome. You've been associated with the company for almost more than 5 years now. Can you highlight one specific marketing strategy or campaign that you believe had the most significant impact on IGMS success? And what was the lesson did you learn from it?
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, that's because I'm coming from the product perspective more than from marketing, because I landed in marketing just a couple of years ago, to be honest, like specifically in being in the role of director of marketing. I usually tend to think that the product is the moving part of everything. Even if you're talking about some marketing campaigns or marketing strategy or anything like this, it's all about product for me, because we're working with the software as a service. We're working with providing some value that's basically encoded in this product. So I always take into account 5 P's of marketing: price, promotion, place, product, and people. For me, that's the main thing that I usually take into account, because I need to understand what we are going to sell, basically, what kind of price we will have, how I can promote that, where I'm going to promote that, and who I can promote that. So basically, for me, that's all around the product. You can't really do that without this. And the main thing that we had initially in Kickstarted about our product, that we put together our customer personas, to be honest, to make sure that we have the right profile of these people. And we started crafting content basically for those people in around this topic of short-term rental management and how to work around all those problems and things that you encounter on a daily basis. So that was the first strategy that we approached.
Okay, that's actually a brilliant strategy, addressing your target audience's pain points. That's the way to go, to be honest. And mostly, even if I talk about the search engine optimization point of view, people often search those problems. Those are long-term search queries or question-based queries. And yeah, that helps you gain really good traction altogether. Kudos. Okay, now automation also played a very critical role in your achievement. How did you identify the areas of automation and what tools or processes that were basically most effective in achieving a higher automation rate in your daily operations?
Yeah, that's actually a very good question. And I don't really know a person who doesn't know about ChatGPT these days. That's probably the first thing that comes to mind. And the funny thing that when I was like in my early 20s, when I was very young, we didn't really have all of those things. So sometimes I do tend to just to have and make sure that I have control over everything that I'm doing. I tend to have some routines that are not automated, just because I want to feel the sense of control of those things. But yet I understand that in the modern world, you can't really go by without anything that would optimize at least part of your task that you do. So ChatGPT is a big thing, especially we work a lot with content, and that's become one of our parts that we use on a daily basis for searching keywords, for writing outlines for our blog posts, for basically everything. Sometimes I even ask ChatGPT what kind of schedule I should have for social media accounts. Sometimes if I think that's probably this week we need to take a spin or something like this. So there is a lot of automation in terms of specifically for daily routines and for something that you've been doing for quite a while and got accustomed to, and you need a fresh spin on that.
Now, giving you focus on the customer satisfaction, now can you share some instances where the customer feedback directly influenced your marketing decision or campaign?
To be honest, I wouldn't really say that our customers, they influence anything around marketing because our customers influence a lot our product. And our product is connected to our marketing messaging and position and everything that we are doing around that. So we do have quarterly reviews of our customer feedback and the satisfaction of our customers. We do have and run those activities constantly, to be honest. I also monitor all the reviews that we have on the platforms, Capterra, Trustpilot, Google reviews, everything that I can get information from. And basically everything that I'm seeing here, I usually refer that to our product team and we collaborate together on how we can satisfy our customers more. So I wouldn't really say that it's specific marketing effort, but that's a very much product related effort that affects marketing, that we can better position our software, that we can better understand our customers and deliver a better product for them.
Makes sense. All right. So there's an indirect correlation, but it does exist. Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to know because what all do you do for your customer retention bit? What processes do you have in place or the programs that you have in place to have a really good customer retention and longer lifetime in months and in value?
Yeah, well, obviously everyone likes when customers stick with you for quite a while. We do have an incentive program that's our referral program. So if you stay with IGMS and recommend IGMS, for example, to your friends and colleagues, for example, if they are also in the short-term rental management sphere, you can share your referral link and get a bonus for every integrated person and basically everyone who registered with IGMS. And you basically can sometimes pay half of your bill for IGMS for that. So basically, we try to make sure that people get some valuable things, tangible things for recommending IGMS in this case. And to be honest, we work a lot with our customer support team to make sure that every question that are addressed inside our product or about our product, they are always like finalized, fulfilled with all the expectations and all the suggestions that our customers have. So this is why I mentioned that at the very beginning, but our customer service team is integrated inside marketing. So we can easily operate and understand with what kind of dissatisfactions we have at the moment and what's going on with our product and what kind of directions we should take. So every time when we have some sort of a complaint or we have a mass complaint about some problems within the software, so obviously we address that immediately and we can have this immediate direct response to any customer feedback that we get.
That's awesome. And would love to know, like any specific tools that you use within the platform, see the journey of the users and see like maybe from that data set, get hold of things like what could possibly the constraint or the pain points of the customers just by looking at anything that you do in order to monitor the user journey.
Yeah, we do have quite a few things and quite a few touch points, to be honest. So it's really difficult to pinpoint only one tool or anything like specific that we take into account. We have several, to be honest. I always watch closely our Google Analytics and see how it goes in terms of our acquisition of customers and retention of our customers, obviously. I do pay a lot of attention. We have a special tool dedicated to seeing our customer journey. Basically, it's full story that we use to see how they start, where they proceed. How we can see where are the pitfalls, we can see the steps, we can see where the problem with the onboarding, if there is any problem with the onboarding, how many bugs we have, like all of those things. So I do have quite a few of those tools like aggregated together to make sure that I have a full picture of what's going on with our customers and how we can react properly to that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now, because we come from the product side, I would love to know launching a new feature or product is a complex process. What challenges have you faced in executing your successful go to market plans, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, to be honest, the thing right now that the biggest challenge that they have is to make sure that the board of directors that they have to talk to, they are on board with me. Basically, I need to make sure that everyone supports what I'd like to deliver, or I'm trying to deliver, and trying to prioritize some of the key problems or some of the key features that we need to have, because this is what will make us competitive, and so this is what will make us stand out among the other competitors. So probably it's not that difficult to execute a go-to-market plan. It's the first one to get an approval for that, basically to get a buy-in from everyone involved, because obviously everyone has their own perspective on how it should be implemented and how it should be done. Everyone has their own idea of what they want to see and how they want it to be implemented. So you just need to make sure that there is one solution that everyone is agreed on, so we can see the results, we can set the metrics, and we can understand whether it's successful or not.
Makes sense. Now, when distilling a technical functionality into a core product benefit, what are the key elements do you prioritize, especially to ensure that the message resonate across your various marketing channels? And I would love to know what even other different channels that you leverage for your own lead generation and gaining more visibility base.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a good question. To be honest, in terms of lead generation, specifically for new features, when we have some new features or new functionality that we want to highlight, obviously we will use email as a channel for existing customers in potential product leads, obviously. And of course, we will use place ads, paid ads for everyone who might be interested in this specific topic to see that we have something new that definitely makes their life easier. In this case, when you talk about technical functionalities, I don't really think that there is a big of a problem, because coming from the product perspective, I always see a product as something that's not just a set of functions that does this and this. It's a solution to a complex problem that you can basically apply to some part of your life and solve some of the problems. So basically, you don't really need to distill those technical functionalities. You just need to understand the core pain point. That's the first one. Identify the smaller pain points that you can actually address in your message, and just deliver the message to the people who need this.
That's awesome. And you actually mentioned it, right? That you basically take the customer feedback, understand that, go to your product team, try to come up with a solution. So, anyways, you know what the problem is, and that is what you deliver even with your marketing message and all of those things. It's a good loop, to be honest. And yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Okay. Now, the vacation rental industry is very dynamic, right? How do you navigate and stay ahead of the marketing trend? And can you share some of the instances where, staying ahead of trend positively impacted your growth strategy altogether?
To be honest, I can't really say that we're staying ahead of trends. That's probably not a very good thing to say, but unless you are a psychic or someone like this, you can probably be ahead of what's going on in the industry. But we do try to follow everyone who are in the industry at the moment, on the cutting edge of the industry, and try to understand what they're saying, where they are moving, and trying to see what's going on in the industry altogether. So basically, I'm just following everyone who is involved in the industry, like the key paces. Like, for example, just recently we attended a Skift event online, obviously not blind, unfortunately, but we saw what's going on when in the hospitality, what kind of trends are emerging, what kind of trends are going away. So it's very important to stay not really ahead in the industry, but probably together with the industry, to make sure that you deliver the right solution. You are not too much ahead of the trends at the moment. You're not delivering something that's not going to be used in the next 3 to 5 years, but you are going hand in hand with everything that's needed at this very moment. And there is a couple of emerging trends that we never expected to see in 2024, but this is what we're going to look into after we watched and observed what was suggested.
Okay. And because you mentioned that user feedback is always crucial for you as a company as well. Helps you make tons of decisions related to your marketing, related to your product, all of those things. So I would love to know what exactly that process basically looks like. Also, like how exactly do you collect the user feedback? And just to ensure that your product market fit is actually right and there's an ongoing process for it as well. So yeah, would love to know like what that funnel exactly looks like.
To be honest, we probably collect feedback from everyone. To be honest, I don't really know a place where we don't collect our feedback. Our customer service team, they interact with our customers on a daily basis. And if there is any that they usually interact with our chat, and if there is anyone who is just saying, oh, I have a suggestion for you, it's immediately documented and it's immediately passed to the product team, basically. So I don't really know if you can lose this the thing, to be honest. We do have review platforms. So Trustpilot, Katera, everything like Google reviews. So everywhere you can just leave your suggestions. That's also monitored. We capture this information and we put it together. Basically, we have quarterly reviews of everything that our customers sometimes maybe mentioned while talking to us. And we do have reviews of our software performance inside our product. Actually, it pops up occasionally for our customers, existing and just new ones, to see how they're doing and to rate the experience that they have at the moment with IGMS. So it's a constant iterative process, as you mentioned. You can't really stop doing that. That's an ongoing process that you can't really just discard. Unfortunately, for some people, maybe your customers, they change together with you. So you just have to understand that sometimes, for example, people ask for something that was very popular for a year ago, and in the new year, it's not really relevant anymore. And you just need to understand those trends. You just need to see how they're going and what they want. Obviously, you don't just blindly follow what they're saying. You test and iterate and see how it fits within your strategy specifically. But it's a constant process of hearing how people interact with your software to see how they experience it and what they expect from it, of course.
Makes sense. All right, let's talk SEO a little bit because that's one of the good lead generation channel for you working in your favor. What strategy has been really fruitful and has helped the company increase its visibility to a large extent? And also would love to know what SEO KPIs do you keep active monitoring altogether?
But yeah, we do have quite a bit of a marketing mix, to be honest. Our key and primary channel is organic search. So obviously, we focus a lot on putting together strategies around link building, keyword search, and all of that stuff to make sure that we have the right content strategy, that we generate the right content, that we write good blog posts, and of course have lots of materials that like checklist or something like this that can help, especially hosts who just start their journey in short-term rental, because that's not so easy to get started, especially right now. So we do put together lots of things that are related to content strategies and initiatives. But to be honest, just recently we thought that we probably didn't really utilize our social media channels. So this is a big initiative for 2024 in IGMS, to be honest. We want to kickstart our social media channels to make sure that we deliver those distilled tips and tricks for hosts, to make sure that we have some video content, not just visual content, but video content that's interesting, that's entertaining, and that's helpful at the same time. So we'll see whether this strategy will lead us anywhere.
Awesome. And what KPIs do you monitor to ensure that your content marketing is a good success?
Yeah, in our content marketing, we make sure that we have a good CTR, because obviously you can write an amazing article, but you don't really have people who click on that and read it. Probably that's not a good idea. So we want to make sure that when we have a good ranking article, we want to see if there is a good CTR and if we have good signups actually from this article as well. And sometimes they change. Sometimes you can see that, for example, a keyword that you decided that was like, but it would be great to have this keyword. We will probably generate lots of leads from that. And unfortunately, it doesn't. And for some reason, you don't really know what to do with that because everything was perfect. Everything was as you expected, but it didn't work out. And the one keyword that you didn't really think that would be just as popular suddenly generates you as many signups as you've never expected. So there is a bit of this surprise in SEO and in content optimization, but it's very interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, I think given the tools out there in the market, don't do that 100% justice with just helping you with the intent of keywords. I know this into 60 to 70% of job, but yeah, it has to be, you have to decide tuition, like, will this work, will this not?
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
yeah. All right. Now, looking ahead, what are the key marketing strategies or initiatives being crucial for your growth? And specifically, like in the coming few years, I understand social is one the initiative that you're planning to take forward.
Yes, social one is probably the first one that's we're going to grow from almost from scratch, because we used to have some activity on our social media accounts and they're still active, but we used to just show our content that we are writing and just showing that we have this content, basically. I wanted to reapproach the strategy a little bit and make sure that we have some actionable tips that are like distilled specifically to the audience that we are addressing. So it's not just here is the content, but here is how you can use it and how you can make sure that your business is doing well. This is how you can optimize your listing. This is how you can make sure that you're profitable. This is how you can do things to make sure that you are competitive on the market. So it's not just here is information, just have it. Here is information that you can actually like use for your daily operations. So that's the one. Another one is we would like to start with some PR initiatives with public relations and all of that, because we see that our competitors do have quite a few things that we don't. So we definitely look into this aspect of our further marketing development and strengthening our content initiatives and SEO. That's probably another pillar that we want to stay on in 2024.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Oksana, we're coming to an end, and I would love to have a quick rapid fire with you. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay. What is not a big deal to most people, but is a torture to you?
To me, sometimes it's really difficult to improvise on a spot. I try to train myself to do that, but it's sometimes I can see that people can easily navigate in circumstance and they can easily do something without a problem. And I have a feeling that I might fail, but I try to teach myself to actually address those things and to be as professional as possible.
Okay. What's your last Google search?
My last Google search was optimizing content for marketing.
Wow. Okay. You are nice, right? Okay. Uh, are you more cautious or bold?
50-50. Sometimes I feel like when something is working and it's okay, I feel like I shouldn't be doing anything bold about that, and I shouldn't be doing like going any further with it. But when I understand that, for example, there is only me who is involved in this process and only me who will take responsibility for that, I can be very bold, to be honest.
Okay. What's your hidden talent?
My hidden talent is it's probably not very hidden because I am quite an artistic person. Even though I'm very organized and very much about data and seeing metrics and all of this stuff, I do love this spontaneity of artists and art, basically.
Oh, nice. Okay. What now appears to make you laugh?
I don't know, puppies?
Ah, okay. All right. I'm a dog person as well. Got a shepherd dog at home. But yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Oksana, for all the interesting things that you shared about the company, your experience, and your strategies, and everything. I really appreciate your time here with me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Harshit. Thank you.